Okay, so this is the next video. Okay, we'll talk after class, Pablo. Okay, so we'll fill you in a little bit. Okay, so this problem is finished. Okay, so there's one more type of double replacement reaction. Okay, one more type. We have plenty of time to do that. Okay, so the next kind is actually called a neutralization reaction. You know, you take an acid, a strong acid, such as HCl and sodium hydroxide, and it's an acid. How do you know an acid? H has a positive component, yes? So hydrochloric acid. How do you know a base? It's a base because hydroxide is the negative component. That yields a salts plus water. Did I tell you about HOH? Did I do that last? I can't remember what class is which. If you write water as HOH, that's actually more descriptive. It's chemically more descriptive way to write it. You know the formula for water is H2O, but if you wrote the formula as HOH, you know what I would say? I'd say, fine, it's not a problem. It's actually a better way of writing it. It's more descriptive. Hydrogen is not hydrogen plus oxygen. It's hydrogen and hydroxide. You know, when it breaks down into hydrogen and hydroxide in terms of acid-base chemistry, correct? If I'm decomposing it with electricity by putting a salt in it and driving an electric current through it, then it's going to break down into hydrogen and oxygen. If it explodes by bringing it in contact to each other, it's going to form water, etc. But in terms of acid-base chemistry, it's going to be H ion and an OH ion, okay? So back, you know, there's stories, who knows if how true they are, but there's stories of these alchemists, wizards, court jesters, you know, entertaining the king by taking acid, muriatic acid, hydrochloric acid, and feeding it to an animal, and then taking a base. This is called lye. They use it to make soap. Fat plus lye equals soap. Then they feed it to another animal, and they die. And then the magician, I know, don't even go there. Like, we do something different today, like animal testing, right? So we're so much better. So then you have, then the wizard mixes the two together and drinks it and lives. You know, that's because he's drinking salt water. You know, he may die later on of high blood pressure, but he lives. He doesn't die a terrible death, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, but it's just simply called a, what did I say? Neutralization. One of the signs of a neutralization that you know it's actually occurred is it gives off a lot of heat. Gives off heat. What does that mean? Is that exothermic or endothermic? Wait, hold it, don't tell me. Pablo, is it exothermic or endothermic? Giving off heat. A reaction that gives off heat. What would that be called, do you think?
Exothermic.
Very good. Exothermic. I mean, that's excellent. Excellent. Exothermic. Very good. I like that. Exothermic. That's absolutely correct. Now, let's not do any more. Okay? I was going to maybe do some more, but, you know, I don't want to rush it because in case you have questions, I might actually do some more after school if people come. Annabelle got some extra credit after school. She did, she was here, she was my audience. It was kind of like teaching to Yankee Stadium. You have no idea what that means. Bernabeu Stadium, you know where Bernabeu is?
Yeah.
Like Bernabeu Stadium, 80,000 soccer fans, Real Madrid versus Santander. I actually saw them play, Santander versus Real Madrid. Did you? Yeah. I'm not sure you were born yet when I saw them. However, the stadium rocked. The stadium shook so much that it's on this main drag called Paseo de la Castellana. It's like this enormous, you know, 8 lanes, you know, in the middle of Madrid. It's like, you know, like the New Jersey Turnpike, you know, in the middle of town, like the E10, right? And the stadium was shaking, it was rocking. It was kind of scary. You felt like the stadium was going to collapse. And so I felt like I was kind of like in Bernabeu Stadium, you know, with, I had 2 people here, but they were wild. You know, it's rare that a Canadian is wild, but I like that. You know, Canadians are such sweet, kind people. They have no problems in Canada, and it's very nice. The Americans are the evil ones. You know, you have the Americans live, the evil ones live to the south, and the nice ones live to the north, like the good witch Glinda from the north. Okay,
Isn't
absolutely.
the South more nice though? Because they have like southern hospitality.
No, I'm talking about the United States, south of Canada.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. Actually, the southern United States is actually very sweet. Okay. Unless it comes to a complete and utter rebellion, but that's aside from the Civil War. Yeah, the South is actually very sweet, absolutely. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, or no, not tomorrow. Today after school, maybe. Anybody coming after school today? Pablo's coming. Excellent. I like that. I think getting a home first might be important. That may be a better priority. Home first, then after school.
Home first.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay? See you later.
Yo creo que antes de la